You, my friend, are about to be captivated by a place called Cornwall, a place of great beauty, peopled by ancient Celts, independent, even rebellious, and sometimes just plain wicked, and living about as far away from the law and London as one possibly can in Britain. It is high in history and low in tourists. So if that kind of place and these kind of people sounds good and captivating to you, spiced with a touch of colour and art, let's go.
Hello, my name is Goodchap, James Goodchap. Welcome to my channel, Art Trails and Tales.
Naturally starting with service station utilities, brilliant. A darling dream Cornish cottage, infamous for shipwrecks, wreckers, pirates of Penzance, famous for tough fisherfolk, and many famous artists who painted them. Rented a caravan on the front row of this spectacular little resort down in Cornwall for 10 days. 10 days we had, with my bestie Bish, who now lives back in the UK, and I haven't seen him since 2020 when he lived in Tobago.
Showing you on camera, on a good performance. Oh, good lighting.
I went to stay with him on an art project for 3 weeks in early March of that year, and ended up getting marooned and living with him for 9 months before I finally made it back to California. This is where we were, no people in paradise, and this is what I painted. I'll leave a link to this video at the end.
New gaff. Look at that tailgate, jeez. Can't wait to get stuck into my books.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to ask for likes or subscriptions or shares. Where you are, what time of the morning it is, I don't care. You can comment, I would love to hear from you. But what I will ask, as I ask in all my videos, if you put your feet up, it's time to relax, grab yourself a nice drink. It's slow down time. If you don't have time right now, come back later. We'll hang out then. I'm really happy you're here. Now just shut up. Wow. Just wow. I cannot remember a more spectacular and beautiful sunrise start to the day.
Check this out. This is a Second World War pillbox down on the sand dunes at park. I'll put it in the captions, and we're going to go for a walk around this bit of okay. Somebody's bloody cannon in bugger. Get out of there, fuckers. So this thing was defended. This is a 3 mile beach. Voted best beach in Britain 2024. Yay. And look at that sky happening over there. That's St. Ives off in the distance. We'll go there tomorrow. Anyway, back to this pillbox. Imagine guns poking through there, looking, watching, waiting for invaders. Blocked off now, of course, but head over, watch this, and defended this beach. It would have defended this beach. Three Mile Beach in North Cornwall.
These are called Dartmoor Hill ponies. Dartmoor is in Devon, which is the county just next door to Cornwall. This is so cool. So they bring them in this time of the year, September, October, every year. They are considered moorland managers because their grazing habits help control vegetation growth. Isn't that brilliant? And encourage diverse habits for rare plants, insects and birds. An ancient breed that's been doing just that as far back as the Bronze Age. Was that 4,000 years? And for sure those ponies would have been doing it here in Cornwall a long time ago. So now they brought them back. The RNLI, Royal National Lifeboat Institute, is all about heroes. Incredibly brave men and women who are volunteers and go out onto the seas under the worst conditions to help save sailors and surfers and anyone in trouble. Tell you more later. Off for a little walk right now to the local church, Philek Church. Too early for this place to be open. It's probably just as well. Evidence found in the form of an ancient chia rose stone suggested Christian worship at this site since the 4th century. My favourite uncle, James Goodchap, brought us here. My mother, my grandmother, sister and I drove us here maybe every 3 or 4 summers. It was a long way, long drive, all day and half into the night. We had to go all the way around because the Severn Bridge wasn't there then. And it was then that I first fell in love with Cornwall. Its delicious little fishing coves, quiet and fearsome beauty, stories of marauding Vikings, pirates and shipwreckers, and of course stories of Cornish pixies. Lots of pixie stories. And now we're in the darling little town of Marazion. This is All Saints Church. Look at these lovely little prayer cushions. You know, some sweet soul spent hundreds if not thousands of hours embroidering those. And this is off the chart story. This is a legend of St. Michael. So what really happened was in 495 the Archangel Michael appeared to fishermen and told them that they were facing some imminent danger and suggested they build a holy place, which they did, because it sounded like the reasonable thing to do. Now, a relaxing thing to do, let's get ourselves a little art fix from some of the local talent. And thanks again to the Cornish galleries who let me wander around, take some pictures and show off these delicious artworks. Boy, I really like this guy's work. It's very affordable too. I'll put a link in the description. Very collectible. Now this amazing artist here, John Piper, we saw him in the Bristol videos. You remember Bristol too, I believe it was? Alright, so here's what the angel St. Michael told him to build. We got there early in the morning so we could walk across. When the tide is out real early in the morning, you can walk across. And as the tide comes in while you're visiting the island, they'll take you back on a boat. Unless you fancy a swim, of course. Misty, warm, grey and dank. Moody, medieval mists. And old forgotten bones. I like to make these videos around 10-12 minutes. That doesn't use up my entire week in production and doesn't take up too much of your time. Even watching 2 or 3 back to back doesn't take up much as your life. Next week, the next 10 minutes, we're going to go into Mewling Fishing Harbour, one of the largest long-standing seaports in Great Britain. The place to get fresh fish catch of the day. Gorgeous, brightly painted boats, each one with 1,000 stories of the sea. I don't want to make videos that long. You may notice in my videos the lack of fast-paced editing. I think when you slow things down and just go at your natural, normal pace, slow down means feel good. Little chapel here where the fishermen can go and send up some good thoughts and wishes into one of the most perilous seas on the planet. Gonna pop into this charming little place pronounced Mosul. More pretty, more quaint than you can probably stand.
It's not a surf video, it's a video about art, it's a video about traveling, getting out the door, getting back to nature. It's a video about conversations, people I meet along the way, thoughts that I have. So look out for those, and hopefully you'll be the willing victims of all that. We'll engage in some conversation. I'd like to get some interaction with you, get some feedback on things that I think conversations that are, quite frankly, worth having.
I decided back in 2017, kids all grown up and off to college and doing their own lives and doing other things, that it was time for me to go on an adventure and travel again. So I committed to selling everything pretty much. And we've been gadding about, well, not quite gadding, there's a little bit more purpose and intent to it than that, but painting, taking photographs, enjoying nature, and getting out and spending time doing things that I really want to do. So we travel a lot. Say we, that's my dogs and I. Along the way, I've developed my own style, made a point of not taking lessons, even though I went to art school when I was 17. I've been at it as a creative of one sort or another ever since, but not to let anybody else tell me how to paint. So I've uncovered by hook and crook and basically just a lot of hours, some interesting ways of painting. This is not a guy living large kind of video. It's just me, James, out and about with my dogs doing our thing. I told you, just do them by hand, Carl.